Hey guys, excited to be with you today. I want to talk to you about something that, man, that I get caught up in sometimes. And that is not being able to let go of something that I need to let go of. And I don't mean sin. Certainly, it can be something like that. But well, yeah, I guess anger could be considered that, and frustration and unforgiveness and all that. So certainly that's sin. And so yeah, I guess it does contain that in a way. But there has to be a way. See, the problem with the problem with the human mind is we paint pictures, or we've seen things, or we have memories that are here, and we are excited about the fact that we can hang on to memories. I mean, when someone is suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's, something like that, when somebody's suffering from that, it is tragic. It is absolutely tragic to forget things, All right. But then there are times, man, when you wish you don't have those sicknesses, and you wish you could hold on to some memories. A buddy of mine who had his house torn up by a tornado, he said, yes. He said, I'm giving God glory that our family is okay. He said, but my problem is we lost all of our pictures. Obviously on your phone, you've got all these digital pictures and stuff. But back in the day, you take these pictures, you'd hang them up on the wall in your home. I believe that's something, that probably is still happening, but it's beginning to fade with the generations. Most people are hanging on to them with their phone. But he lost all those. He said, man, I got kids. Those pictures of my kids. We didn't have cell phones. And, he's older. He's in his 70s, and he's like, man, we didn't have pictures on our phone. He said, man, they were in drawers and in books and in photo albums and all of that. They were in that, and man, he said, I lost all of it. He said, and we're more devastated by that than the loss of our home. Although that's where they grew up, we're more devastated. We don't have those memories and those pictures. But then there comes a time in our life, friends, where we've got to let go of some things. We've got to let go of some memories, in the sense that we're hanging on to them away. Now, not if you've moved past them, because let me tell you something. You can't move on with God if you're holding on back here. If you're holding on to the bars of your cell, He has released you from your cell, and yet you're holding on to the bars of your cell. You can't move forward with what He wants with your life. There's no way. You got to let go of those bars and move forward. It doesn't mean that you suddenly hanging out with the people that destroyed your life. It doesn't mean but it does mean you come to a place where you realize that in humanity we all mess up. We're all angry at times. We all hurt people at times. We all do all the things that we wish we wouldn't have done, and we expect them to forgive us at all. But we have to come to a point right there so we can just let go and move on. We can just move on and just, okay, this has happened, but I've got to move on with God. He's got plans for me. I've got to be able to forgive, and I've got to be able to move on. Again, it doesn't mean that, hey, you're all hanging out at the barbecue. All right. Doesn't mean that, but it does mean you're able to let go. You're able to let go of your regrets that you participated in. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I was involved in this sin, and how can I move past this, and how can God use somebody like me after all that I've done? You've got to let go of that jail cell. God has released you from your cell, but for some reason you went on the outside of the cell and you hung on to the bars, and you're not willing to let go. You're never going to be what God wants you to be until you let go of the cell. Love you guys. Bye-bye.